Hello students, welcome back to the BSc 4th Sem Basic English course. I am Dr. Vidya Patil who will be guiding and assisting you during this course. In the previous videos, we have been discussing the lesson Women Empowerment. Students, you have already now got a fair idea about what is the meaning of the term Women Empowerment. When we say that a woman has been empowered, this means she has been made aware of her social powers, her economic powers, her legal powers, as well as we have made her strong emotionally. That is why it is very necessary that we empower our women. You must be wondering why women empowerment is being given so much of importance. Well, that is what we are going to study in today's video. So students, the topic of today's video is why women empowerment is important. In a country like ours, which is made up of a strong patriarchal society and where the people are highly influenced by deep-rooted socio-cultural values, it is very easy for women to get exploited and victimized. Therefore, it is the need of the hour to try and create an egalitarian society. That is, a society where all are treated as equals and where all can get access to equal opportunities. Here, in such a society, there should be no scope for gender superiority. All government policies should aim to try and identify all such customs, traditions, and such forces which try to keep male dominance alive, and such traditions and customs should be eliminated from our society. Women are roughly 50% of the nation's population, but majority of the women are economically dependent on men and have no source of income. That is because most of them are unemployed. That is why the economy of our country is skewed, that is unbalanced, because a majority of our human resources remain unutilized. Women are generally considered to be less competent intellectually and physically when compared to men. Whenever women try to get employment, their actual competencies are not at all evaluated, and instead they have to face a lot of bias and prejudice. Though scientific data has proven that women are better at multitasking when compared to men, still we find that they are the second choice for employers. That is, employers usually refrain from employing women when compared to men. Students, it is very necessary that we realize that women empowerment is synonymous with the complete development of the society. It goes without saying that an educated woman who has got a fair knowledge about health, hygiene, cleanliness is capable of creating a disease-free environment for her family. Also, a self-employed woman is capable of contributing not only to the family's income but also to the overall GDP of her country. Most double income families have a much better quality of life and find it easier to get out of the poverty trap. We also see that women are still denied basic education and are not allowed to pursue higher education in spite of being capable and competent. This colossal waste of talent is keeping our economy back because half of the population continues to be deprived of education and as a result of employment. This is leading to our country being economically backward. More than half of the country's population continues to remain deprived of education and employment, which in turn leads to a loss of income and affects the economy of our country. Those women who are aware of their legal rights are less likely to become victims of domestic violence or any other form of exploitation. Generally, we have seen that women have proved that they have an inherent aptitude in organizing and in the maintenance of their households. This shows that they are specifically suited for political and civil leadership roles. That is why it is very necessary that women now come out and take up more roles in the political and public sphere. The 73rd and 74th Amendments to the Constitution, which took place in 1993, have provided certain special powers to women, such as reservation of women and the new Panchayat Raj system. This has helped in empowering women, at least at the village level. We have also seen that when women have taken up political positions in these different areas, it has led to a marked reduction in corruption. Women empowerment is a burning issue. There is no doubt about it that we all need to immediately attend to this problem. Women are different than men in nature, but this in no way means that women are inferior to men. In the last few years, we have noticed that there has been a sea change in the status and role of women in the society. There has been a lot of shifts in the policy approaches of the government. During the 70s, the government policy was mainly focused on welfare of women. During the 80s, it shifted to development. During the 90s, it was again focused on the growth of women, and at present, we find that the government policy is focused on empowerment of women. But empowering women socially, economically, educationally, politically, and legally is going to be a Herculean task. It's not easy to change the deep rooted perception that women are inferior, dependent, and dispensable. That is, most men in our country, even the so called educated people, still believe that women are inferior to men. A lot of time will be needed to eradicate this perception. Until and unless the right kind of effort and in the right direction is put in, this change cannot be brought about. We need an organized approach from the government and law enforcement agencies to try and liberate women from all kinds of evils and exploitation. But more than anything else, it is necessary that girls and women wake up and avail their rights, become aware of their rights and the opportunities which are offered to them by the Constitution and the law. So, students, you must now have realized why women empowerment is so essential for a country like India. If we want our country to develop and prosper and become a global force to reckon with, it cannot happen without the equal participation of women in all spheres. We need to accept gender equality in our society and treat men and women on par and provide them with equal access to opportunities. I hope you liked this video. Thank you.